sports landscape with the Wizards getting pick number 1 in the NBA draft. I like how the NBA does this, by the way. You've got the lottery just before the combine. And so, in short order, find out who picks where. Executives stay in that city for the combine that starts the next day. And then, about a month later, the draft, all very quickly here in succession. We've heard from some of the top players in this draft class over the last 24 hours, including today, AJ Dybantsa, who talked about what it would mean to be the number 1 pick and to be a Washington Wizard. This is via Josh Robbins of The Athletic.
What would it mean to you to be the number 1 pick?
I mean a lot. It just means that all my hard work is paying off. And all the countless hours and all the sacrifices that I made has paid off. And that's what I'm striving towards.
What is your impression of how you would fit with the Wizards if you wind up there?
Yeah, so obviously they have I think, all-star point guard. I think Trae Young's been an all-star point guard and all-star 5-man, Anthony Davis. They have Trey Johnson, Will Riley, who are gems. They have Bob Carrington. I met Keyshawn George one time, but I think it'll just be a good young core that can fit in and really just play fast.
So a few things there that stand out to me. First, the first thing he does is mention the veteran players that are here that they brought in to establish credibility. All-star point guard in Trae Young, all-star big man in Anthony Davis. We can have conversations about how much Anthony Davis is going to play. Does he want to be here or not? Should they trade him or not? And you and I have had conversations about Trae Young. Is he a winning player?
Sure.
Is he going to make it harder or easier to win a championship? I would point out what Atlanta looked like after he left there this year. But the fact is, in this sport, everything is about whether or not you're perceived as one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? Like,
totally.
One of the cool teams.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing this dude does is go, yeah, it'd be pretty cool. They got Trae Young and Anthony Davis. He didn't talk about Bub Carrington first. He didn't talk about Keyshawn George. I don't think I'm still waiting on him to say Alex Sarr's name, who's the highest upside player in the organization.
He's like, I was surprised how good Will Riley was. He didn't do that.
Didn't do that. He didn't say, while they were losing all those games last year, Grant was kind of impressed by Will Riley taking people off the dribble. That's not what he said. Trae Young's cool. Anthony Davis is awesome.
Yeah.
That's basically how it started.
It's part of it. I mean, the NBA is still weird about trades and stuff where we already know with the NFL how things will work. But with the NBA, like, you got to wear that hat, even though everybody knows you're not going to that city. Like the trades can't be consummated. So it's kind of like that. It may not, I mean, the word may be out. It may not include those guys, those veterans that you're talking about. The plan may or may not be them. We have no idea at this point. Maybe Dybantsa doesn't either. But still, to your point, Trae Young's cool. And Anthony Davis is cool. You know what I mean? Again, I go back to that the LeBron James on some podcast or wherever, because he still keeps in touch with AD. First thing he mentioned was, not first thing, but one of the huge things he mentioned was Anthony Davis is in D.C. Really curious and excited to see what they do.
Right.
That's worth its weight in gold.
Second thing, and here's the lead that I've buried. Enough with the he doesn't want to be a Wizard thing. I don't want to hear that again from anybody. And nobody in this town was saying that. I don't think any fans thought that. But dumb national people were saying that. Look at how upset he was when they got the pick. He didn't react by high-fiving everyone and screaming, I like mumbo sauce. Shut up. Shut up. He's not bothered coming here. He's perfectly fine coming here. I can't wait to see the monuments. He should have said that as soon as they said the Wizards had the pick. He has no problem playing for the Wizards. Sounds like he's very excited about going number 1 to Washington. Let's close that book, and let's take it out of Stephen A. Smith's hands, and let's put it somewhere else. Anybody who says that is wasting your time. Don't give him any attention. Am I missing something here?
You were not missing something.
This would have been the time for him to go, yeah, I don't really see myself playing for the Wizards. Hopefully they trade the pick. Didn't say that. I must have missed that audio. Can you play that for me, Darius? You don't have it. You can't play it. Never said it.
Doesn't exist. Yeah, or he could have looked like somebody, ruined his Cheerios or something like that. When what would going to the Wizards mean? It would mean that I was the first pick. And so, anyway, like he could have told you with some body language or something like that. I mean, if he's 1-1, it means the Wizards are there and he's going to a pretty good situation.
They have apparently already talked to Cam Boozer as well. This also via Josh Robbins. He talked about meeting with the Wiz.
Yeah, I spoke with them today. I think I fit well there. Their vision, their plan for the future. Obviously, DC is a great city, so we had a good conversation for sure.
And what are you trying to show teams here this week?
I don't think I'm necessarily trying to show anything. I'm just trying to be myself, I feel like the right team will want me for who I am and for my values, so it's not necessarily trying to show anything.
Somebody's going to get a really good player in Cam Boozer, by the way. I get how we got here. A little bit of an athleticism deficiency compared to the top guys. Maybe there's some questions about defensive ability at the next level. Someone's about to get 22 and 10 player of the year.
Like, he's boring. Sorry. He's just really good. He's coldly efficient.
Second generation.
Yeah.
Dad played and survived and was in locker rooms forever. And the thing that was crazy to me at the end of the year when I started watching him, because for me, like, I don't watch college basketball all year long. I hear everyone talk about guys, and then I kind of lock in at the end of the year. I didn't see what everybody saw. Like, everyone's like, oh, he can't really shoot the three. This guy's pretty good at
The guy with a nice stroke, the good touch. Yeah.
So I didn't get that. But I understand how we're in a place where he is not on the same level as Dybantsa or Peterson. But I when he talks, I always like hearing him speak.
Yeah, there's a little Karl Anthony Towns there. There's some Kevin Love there. These are really good players, right? Because he doesn't touch the top of the backboard, and because he doesn't. I don't know. Neither does Dad, by the way. Win every sprint. Just a strong bull who can play really physically right now, and who's got advanced kind of understanding of the game. And I think will develop a little bit more face up. He'll be able to score all three levels, and to me, that's worth an awful lot.
Jed Bushler or Bill Wennington?
Bill Wennington.
Luol Deng or DeMar DeRozan?
DeRozan.
Okay. They were both strong bulls. That's true.
It's true.
Grant and Danny on the Fan will take you up to Nats baseball tonight. 6:10. We've got you for a little while here. CJ Moore covered Darren Peterson in college, so we'll talk to him at 3:25 about what went wrong with Peterson this year at Kansas and why he's probably not going to go number one. Pierre Garcon thinks Stephon Diggs should sign with the Commanders. We're going to talk to Pierre at 4:25 on the Fan.